Alright, hello and welcome. Last time, we completed floor 100 of Mount Battle, and I got my third and final time flute. And this time, I am planning to complete the postgame, because I did indeed look up what was causing that next email to not send. And the problem was that during my trip to the Snag'em hideout to snag Ursaring and Smeargle, I did not go visit Gonzap's office one more time. Wahahaha. Pretty brazen for a traitor to come stumbling back, eh, Wes? I got careless about Welcome Tower, but this is the Snag'em hideout. We might be shattered, but this is my home turf. This is where I make my stand. I can't lose. So I was simply not thorough enough during my last visit. I figured once I grabbed Smeargle and Ursaring I was done, but I was not. Also, level 64 is a little bit scary. All I read was that I needed to fight him. I didn't read ahead far enough to actually look at his team, so he very well could kick my ass, but we'll worry about that when it happens. I'll try Sunny Day. Oh yeah, Cherry got a much-needed upgrade in the form of Psychic from the TM from all the Poke coupons I got from Mount Battle. Yeah, the point of Sunny Day was to make Crawdaunt less dangerous, but I actually think it is a dark type, I might as well high jump kick it. Now this small hiccup aside, I do know what needs to happen next. After this, there are 2 Shadow Pokemon left. I'm planning to get them both today, I should be able to do that. And then, whatever time is left, I can use to... bye Larry. Oh, never mind. Go Larry, go. Now, whatever time is left, after I get those next 2 Shadow Pokemon, I figure I'll get going on purifying everything I haven't purified yet. So that'll just be the run through Mount Battle. Alright, now with Sunny Day up, well, heal first. And then Cherry can test out his brand new Psychic. I'm not expecting it to be a night and day difference from Confusion, but it's better than Confusion, which is what I care about. And even with the burn, okay, how about, go Astrid. So this battle's presumably where I would have my second shot at Skarmory, had I failed the first time. But I didn't, because I'm amazing. As you can see, by the fact that my Pokemon are dropping like flies. How do I want to handle Armaldo? I think I want to send out Chompy at him. Alright, Larry's gone, so I'm not getting much use out of that Rain Dance anymore, so I think I'm just going to swap it for Rain Dance. Dragon Breath is just not useful. But maybe I'll get the Paralyze. And then yeah, replace the Sun with Rain Dance. And then we can start surfing. Oh, there we go. Alright, I don't like that. You need to die. And while you do that, Astrid is going to be Dragon Breathing. Sure. It's not every day that I'm terrified of a Gramble, but here we are. Not anymore, though. So this last little bit of post-game, like these last two Shadow Pokemon, it's stuff I know about but didn't actually do as a kid. I didn't make it that far. So I don't know level-wise what's coming up. So this may take multiple tries, I really don't know. I think it's reasonable to assume it's going to be similar to this. Which makes me very glad that I did indeed do Mount Battle last time. It was kind of intended as a time filler, but I definitely needed those extra levels. I guess these are the two best Pokemon he could have intimidated. It just doesn't matter. Rain Dance being up does benefit Gyarados though, which is unfortunate. Alright, I can switch to Bean, but I think I can handle this with who I've got out now. Alright. You've grown more powerful. The way things are, I won't give you the satisfaction of asking why you blew up the hideout and abandoned Team Snag'em. But you remember this, so long as I breathe, Team Snag'em will rise from the shadows again. And with it will come your downfall. Live in fear. Wahaha. And with his defeat comes a sparkle on the table over there, and this is what I need. I was wondering where I got this, I got it here. The D-Disc. This will take me to the Deep Colosseum in the Under, which is where I get the next Shadow Pokemon. And nothing else interesting here. Alright. I think a supply run is in order. And then I'm gonna get going. We have the missing piece, so I can make the progress I was hoping to make last time. Who is this? Hi, it's Bit in the Under. I was taking photos the other day when I saw this guy with his amazing head, so I snapped him. He was singing this weird song, something about the Colosseum being his new place. Now where have we seen such a person before? Yeah, we're gonna want to strap in for this one. This Colosseum's gonna take me a bit. Which is why I would like to procure some medicinal supplies. And also do this. Alright. Full restores sound handy. I'll grab some of those. Hyper potions. I could buy 45 of them. I kind of want to, but I want revives too. 30 sounds. Don't have room for your merchandise. Okay, probably something I could sell. How about... When have I ever used burn heals? Then I'd say the same for ice heals, but I actually did use one. I think it was only one time, though. Okay. Now, as I was saying, hyper potions. And revives. Alright. Let's use our brand new shiny D disc for moving the UFO down. Yeah, we are officially in brand new territory for me. I know of this, but I've not played it before. Steel teeth. Alright, well I suspect I know what to do with those. Back up we go. And what happens if I say no? Nothing? That's lame. Alright. Fine, have your gross teeth that have been on the ground. Pokemon Pikachu picked a peck of Pokeballs. Ah, no more air leakage. I can finally talk normally again. You're a savior. I thank you for your kindness. It's perhaps not much of a thanks, but I'd like you to have this. The L disc. I have another one, so don't concern yourself over me. Am I imagining this? My mouth feels gritty. Blech. Alright. Well, there's our last disc. I could finally go get that chest over there. Which I suspect is going to be a problem since we just established my inventory is full. Not anymore, it's not. Maybe I'll regret that, but oh well. I've got a little bit of money. I guess I could use the last on some more full heals. Maybe I'll do that. And the moment of truth. An amulet coin. Alright, real helpful at the end of the game. This whole time, Bean has been without an item, so maybe I'll just give that to Bean. Because I am about to have a whole bunch of battles. So, everybody else has something of benefit to them. We have Hardstone, Black Belt, Dragon Fang, Twisted Spoon, and Mystic Water. And poor Bean has nothing. Probably because I can't improve on perfection, but I can try. Here you go, Bean. The Minor Colosseum is built on a former quarry. It's underground in every sense of the word. Cypher's admins are filing their fangs for you. Indeed, we are battling the Cypher admins one more time. Now for this Shadow Pokemon, my understanding is that the procedure is do the Colosseum battles, fight an admin, then do another round, after which I will fight another admin, and after I've gone through all the admins, only then will I get the Shadow Pokemon. So I will indeed enter a knockout challenge in Deep Colosseum. With my party now, I hope you'll give it your best and go for gold. You're good. Real good. You have to be good to get here. Yeah, let's see what level fuckery we're in for. 61. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Okay, well, I'll do my best. I think I'm gonna skip Sunny Day on this one. They presumably can solar beam me. Let's just, yeah, because then I can high jump kick Mr. Dark type over here. Perhaps I can't. But I can do it next turn. Alright, let's try that again. I like Tropius a lot. It's a shame it's not a little bit better than it is. Alright, I spy another high jump kick target. Okay, maybe... Nah, I don't think Sunny Day is necessary. I should be able to just get rid of it. There we go. Level 60, who cares? You are good. Like, really good. You're gutsy to come this deep underground. Yeah, this seems dangerous, but it looks like there is a giant fan above us for ventilation. Typhlosion? In an alternate timeline, I could have had one of those. Alright, why don't I rock slide, and we will high jump kick. Now, I'm assuming in a double battle, the Endure would... Well, not that it matters. I was curious to see if it would endure both attacks, because Rock Slide would hit it too. Or if it would just endure High Jump Kick. Okay, well, there's my answer right there. Alrighty. I mean, no reason not to use Chompy if there's a Typhlosion out there. And in the meantime... Not that I know what's coming out next, but... Okay, well... I was expecting Typhlosion to die. Come on, Chompy. You're better than that. I know you are. Suppose in an alternate timeline it could have had one of those too. Yeah, I should have gone for High Jump Kick instead. I'm surprised you have Flame Wheel and not Flamethrower, but Flame Wheel seems to have gotten the job done just fine. Alright, one more Surf and Jasper. Alright, just kidding. There, I feel better about life with that thing out of here. Alright, well I suspect I've got this. Well, I like to say that's 2 down out of 4, but no. We're gonna be here for a little while. You get here by UFO or something? I dug my way down here by myself. You know, I respect him for the Houndour, not the Houndoom. Sometimes you want to gear Pokemon on Everstone just because you like it. In my very first playthrough of White, back when it was new, I didn't evolve my Tepig. Let's try... We'll try the Rock Slide again. Didn't go so well last time. Actually, no. We'll High Jump Kick Houndour, because it's not going to be super effective against Girafarig. But it will be against Houndour. Okay, we'll swap targets, and I think Cherry can take it from here. Beautiful. I do like Dodrio as well. It's a shame I didn't get to use one. But I don't know, maybe I'll be able to in the sequel. Who knows, perhaps. Yeah, for some reason I thought Rock Slide hit while you were in the air, but maybe I'm just crazy. I think that's been established by now. Now look at him run in the air. Alright. I should just use Eject. I don't know why I didn't, but... I suppose it doesn't matter. Yeah, look at that athletic creature. Just kicking his way into the air, doing flips. Darn, I'm too tired from all my digging. Hey, it's the guy from my email! Whoa, so we meet again. You're not escaping my wrath this time. Alright. One last time. You know what has to happen. I wasn't sure if his music would play or if it'd be the regular boss theme, but I'm glad I kept this in the layout just in case. Alright, we're back to just oops all Ludicolo by the looks of things. Let's... I guess I'll just kick it in the face. I don't have Knocked Owl this time, but I'd like to think I can handle this without her. She is busy living her best life, purified in the box. Suppose I should have seen that coming, but I was hoping I could get at least one yawn. That's fine. I like the idea of a light screen. And then... I don't know who... It's probably Bean, because I'd imagine that die was going for Larry. Indeed. Alright, well here's our light screen. So I did have my rematch with Mirror B in Relgam Tower, but if I had screwed up there as well, then this would be another shot at Sudowoodo. I think I'm liking the idea of getting some Calm Minds going. Okay, so it's not Oops all Ludicolo. Alright, well the good news is this is very high jump pickable. Yeah, it's nice to see the opponent having the kind of luck I normally have with Hydro Pump. Yeah, I shouldn't have been so on the fence about teaching Beam Thunder. It has actually been very useful. That looks pretty high jump pickable as well. Poor Cherry's knees must have been ground into powder by now. Alright. We'll go there, and we'll just do it again. But the crit, I suppose... Calm Mind wouldn't have saved me. Alright, well, just in time for Chompy to come out, the rain is gone, but that's alright. Chompy's so good, he doesn't need rain. See, look at him go. Alright, that was fun. My tempo is off again. This won't do at all. Alright, 1 down. 4 to go. Congratulations, you're the champion. You battled fabulously. Please accept your cash prize. That's a lot of cash prize. And a TM12. Looking forward to your next entry. Well, that's gonna happen sooner than you think. But first, I have an email to answer. The Deep King. This is Net. I heard you've gone to the Deep Colosseum. From whom? I heard a rumor about it. There's supposed to be a seriously tough trainer who goes by the name of Deep King. I wonder what Pokemon he uses. Perhaps we'll find out. After I battle my brains out. Let's go again. Fight our next admin. And then our next. And then our next. Ooh la la, you must be skilled, otherwise you wouldn't have come, yes? Well, any day I get to see Jumpluff's silly square shadows is a good day. Of course, I think instead of earthquaking, a better use of my time would be high jump kicking and... dragon breathing just because I can. I know Sneasel's fast, hopefully not fast enough to murder Astrid. Okay, that just seems like a silly thing to use Helping Hand on, but I suppose I'm not here to judge. There, no Ice-type moves today. Let me... I mean, yeah, I can Earthquake it, but Jumpluff will go unscathed. That's okay. I like Electrode a lot too. Like, there are so many Pokemon that I just really like that are available in the sequel. So when it comes time to play that one, I'm gonna have a hard time deciding on a team. Alright, Jumpluff, you're cute, but sadly you must die. Okay. Helping Hand, Mega Drain, Synthesis, so your job is to be annoying, not necessarily to threaten me on your own. I understand. There we go. It's not any wonder how you've come down here. I would go anywhere if that's what's needed to make a Colosseum challenge. Still not a pair that I can Earthquake. Yeah, we'll go all in on the Ice type. Even if it is a Delibird, and therefore not super threatening as Ice types go. There we go. Astrid is safe now. And Cherry is level 60. Alright, and you get a high jump kick, and you get a Dragon Breath. Alright, that could have been bad if, you know, you'd chosen the right Pokemon to target. I'll admit, Marshtomp knowing Ice Ball was a possibility I was not prepared for. I just need to open my mind a little, it seems. Arrgh, how exasperating. My Pokemon love to battle. Metachan. Well, good sir, it is my great pleasure to inform you that my Metacham is better. We'll just soften you up for an Earthquake. Yeah, Shadow Ball really might have been a... like, I'm happy to have Psychic, but realistically, Cherry's special attack is just not good. Like, it doesn't look like it's that much less than attack, and yet it's just doing nothing anytime I use it. So maybe Shadow Ball would have been a better idea if I could get my hands on it. Let's detect and Earthquake. Alright, that Screech worked wonders. And here's the inevitable Flying type, preventing me from abusing double Earthquakes. But that's okay. I'm going to... you know what? Cherry's been mortally wounded. Let's get Bean out here. And we'll Crunch on Zatu. Speaking of Pokemon who are lacking in the special attack department, this Crunch probably isn't going to do much, but that's okay. Perfectly acceptable. Alright, well, Thunderbolt's Azumarill, and we've just established that Crunch should finish off Xatu. So Crunch we shall. Alright, so far so good. I don't want to get cocky, but I feel like this is doable. I was afraid if the levels got out of hand, I'd have to take multiple shots at this, but I guess we'll see. I mean, he looks like he could snap me in half like a twig. So as long as we stick to just Pokemon battling, I think I'll make it out of this alive. A Flygon! My opponents today just have great taste in Pokemon. Alright, well, I'm getting rid of it. Because there can only be one. I'd be incredibly disappointed if they didn't use a full admin theme. If there were ever a time to, it would be for the actual admins, I suppose. Alright. I guess I'll high jump kick, and then best answer I have for Claydol right now is Crunch, unless I switch to Chompy, which I suppose I can. Perhaps I should. Yeah, after the ice-balling Marshtomp, maybe I should have seen this coming. Well, there's my excuse to switch to Chompy. Oh, Chompy! Alright. One more high jump kick for Swampert, and we will surf. That Claydol's looking a little alive for my liking. Alright, nice. This is gonna be less nice, though. Yeah. That's okay. Cherry fought valiantly. Okay, against Solrock. I guess Jasper's the best option, but I think Chompy's got this. Let's reflect, and Chompy can take them both out. That's concerning, but it shouldn't be alive long enough to capitalize on that. I like the idea of, like, enemy trainers using X items, because it definitely makes things... It certainly makes them scarier. But they're just choosing such strange times to use them. And we have Houndoom. Naturally, this would have been another shot at Entei, but I already got it. Chompy continuing to lead the pack, level-wise. Okay, 2 down. And TM, I wonder if the amulet coin kicked in for my cash prize. Because that was less than last time. And I didn't use Bean. So we've gone from Deep King to Deep King! This is net, I'm getting information about Deep King, but slowly. He does sound like an expert trainer though. I wonder what kind of Pokemon he uses. Alright, no new information. Well, let's go ahead and actually look at the TMs. Like, I got one and then just didn't look at it. So last time I got taunts. Okay, they're just not giving me anything terribly useful, huh? Skill swap is... obviously it's good in a game where everything's a double battle, but I don't know that I have a use for it on my team. Alright, I'm gonna mute and hydrate real quick. Alright, now I'm unstoppable. This Machop and Machoke better watch out. I'm freshly hydrated. Okay, let's Earthquake-a-roo. Now, does he have a Machamp? It'd be a waste if he didn't. That's not a Machamp. And that's a strange move for a Machoke to have, but I kinda dig it. Oh, I see what you're going for. Okay, you need to die. Alright, and then we will... Okay. No problem whatsoever. I was never in danger. I forgot to focus on winning. Did you really come all the way down here just so you could lose? Well, I certainly don't plan to, but who knows? The night's still young. Whalebur! Yay! Naturally, the downside of seeing a Pokemon I like is that I have to murder it. Alrighty, let's... Earthquake it up. Yeah, my friend sent me some video on Instagram of somebody who crocheted a life-size Whalmer. I wish there were room in my apartment for something like that. Alright, goodbye, Whalmer. It was a pleasure being in your presence. And high jump kick, and dragon breath. Alright, wasn't expecting it to survive. But that is a problem that is fixable. I see you're good enough to get down here. I'm simply not about to lose. I don't know what noise that was in the hallway just now. Or if the mic even picked it up. More importantly, I see 2 high jump kick targets. Alright, that's annoying, but I will high jump kick anyway. I suspect a cheater dance is coming from that Spindo. Alright, I'll never know, but that's for the best, I think. A kitty. Yeah, all these kickable animals. And I just had to get intimidated. Lots of paralysis from the Dragon Breath today. Alright, I suspect you're more likely to be like that jump bluff where your role is to be annoying. For as much as I like Skitty and try to use it whenever I play Ruby or Sapphire, I do have to admit it's not very good. And neither is Delcatty. So I can't imagine outside of Wish it really could have done much. I won't believe this happened. Oh no, not you again. You're annoyingly persistent. Talking like I'm hunting her down specifically when I'm just here for a shadow Pokemon. And she's in my way. Alright. Duskull is a chunky boy. Alright, as much as I'd like to Earthquake Raichu, I don't want to risk a detect twice in a row, so High Jump Kick it is. And a little crunch on Duskull. Wonderful. It's a shame there was never another game like this where I could see whether or not Dusk Noir carried on the family tradition of deflating. I suppose it's possible that it did, because Pokemon Battle Revolution is a thing. I just can't remember what its fainting animation looked like. It's been way too long since I played that game. Just for funsies, I guess I could Earthquake again. I just feel like it's not going to do a whole lot to either of them. Alright. Can I handle a Meganium? Let's find out. I suppose in an alternate timeline I could have one of these two, but... I mean, Chikorita's cute and all, but Cyndaquil is just the correct choice. Yeah, we'll do the same thing I just did. And in this game, I'd start with Bayleaf, who's just not as cute as Chikorita. Certainly still cute, but, you know. Alright. 3 down. Aye, how dare you, how dare you. Congratulations! And 44. Yeah, that's interesting. It must have been the amulet coin kicking in. I guess instead of, like, actually getting money from the battles, I'm getting it in the form of my prize money. This is net. I've been slowly getting more information on the trainer Deep King. He apparently uses a Shadow Shuckle. He could be very tenacious. Yes, yeah, spoiler alert, there's our Pokemon. So not super exciting, and neither is the last one in the game, but we'll see that soon enough. I hear there was some kind of bad trouble up on the surface, but that doesn't concern me. As opposed to good trouble up on the surface. Alright, these both look weak to flamethrowers to me. Alright, Larry, I know you thirst for blood. There we go, and then we will Thunderbolt Beautify. How kind! You're providing Larry with more firepower, literally? It's like they want to die. Another Jumpluff. Alright. Appreciate you throwing your turn away. And Volbeat. Alright. I suspect I can handle this. So, Larry can Flamethrower Volbeat, and then Bean can Thunderbolt Jumpluff. Yeah, Volbeat having a signature move that buffs its special attack when Bug was physical in Gen 3 was an interesting choice. I tried to use a Volbeat once, just for funsies. I've kind of had a rough time of it. Flamethrower and another Thunderbolt. Synthesis? That's not gonna save you when Larry thirsts for blood. What? I lost? This is a major problem. Were you surprised to see a kid like me down here? I mean, with these character models, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Lantern's a problem for who I've got up front. Guess the best move would be to Earthquake it. And so, to Astrid we shall go. Meanwhile, I think a light screen is in order. Okay. I suppose I could take this opportunity to switch to somebody who can protect against Earthquake. Alright, Jasper. Cherry's had its fun, it's your turn. Ow. I never really think of Smelling Salt as being a very strong move, but that kind of did a lot. Even without the little paralysis quirk it has. Alright, Earthquake and Protect. And having Jasper out is a good excuse to put up Reflect too. And a crit for good measure. The Astrid recognizes that land is a problem, just as much as I do. Octillery. Something else I could have had in an alternate timeline. And was very strongly considering. Once again, I'm not brave enough to go for the double protect, so Earthquake for later on is just gonna have to wait. Hooray! Yeah, for how, like, if you look at Jasper's special attack and Bean's, like, their primary attacking stat is great. And so you would never guess that Cherry's is so comparatively low. He's got, like, compared to them, he's got such low attack, and yet he's consistently one-shotting with those high jump kicks. Protect. Like, obviously against the stuff is super effective against, but sometimes even not. I'm surprised I lost. I won't lose, you can't make me. Another Marsh Chomp. Maybe this one also knows Ice Ball. Who knows? Getting Larry out of here seems wise, though. I think I could see some shenanigans involving Swellow with Guts, but I guess there's that too, but that's not terribly threatening at full health. Alright, there's a more normal move for a Marsh Stomp to have. Not Ice Ball. Alright, Psychic for you and Thunderbolt for you. Guess it doesn't matter what Bean uses. Because Jasper's got this under control. I wanted to win. Alright, our final admin. Then presumably another email. And then the man, the myth, the legend himself. And we have our second to last Shadow Pokemon. You don't give up, do you? I'll make you atone for thwarting our Shadow Pokemon caper. all capitalized like that's the official title. They've been referring to it as the plan, not the caper up to this point, but I'm down with caper. This is also unlucky for Larry, but it's, you know... Actually, Rhydon probably has Lightning Rod, huh? So I can't use Bean either. Well, damn. Okay. How about instead... We'll get Chompy out here. And Bean can swap for... I mean, I can... Once I get Rhydon out of there, then Bean can do Bean stuff against Mantine. Which is what I'd prefer, but... presumably Rhydon's gonna kill Bean, so... we'll go Jasper. Suppose there was no danger after all, though. Alright, let's... Yeah, if it's a full health, doesn't matter. We'll just make sure Rhydon dies. Not that there's any reason it shouldn't, but... Attacking Mantine would be counterproductive. Oh, I even get free rain. Hooray. Okay, I was expecting Water Absorb. So I guess I could have attacked Mantine after all. That's okay. Alrighty, let's... Well, now that I know that that's on the table, I can just keep surfing while rain's up. And I can get rid of Manectric before things get too dangerous for Chompy. Although things appear to already be dangerous for Chompy. Looks like a lovely psychic target right there. Ah, poor Chompy. Alright, even with the rain, I think Ice Beam is just the better call for now. Okay. Beautifully done. Never doubted you for a moment, Jasper. So many Gyarados lately. I guess now's as good a time as any to switch to Bean. Chompy being as incapacitated as he is. Go, Bean, go! Meanwhile, I will Psychic... I guess it doesn't matter which one. And now that Bean is here, they're both on borrowed time. I was thinking about reflecting that I didn't use it. I really should have. Alright, well I'm getting Gyarados out of here. And I will use Jasper's turn to heal Bean. I did buy all those potions for a reason, after all. I guess I bought all those full restores for a reason, too. Alright, non-zero chance that both of them are going to waste their turns putting Rain back up. Alright, Jasper could take one for the team to heal Bean one more time. There it is. Probably could have gone for Thunder after all. But I suspect all I need is a Thunderbolt. Being part flying and all. Thank you for the healing, Jasper. Your noble sacrifice will be remembered. Alright, who wants to come hang out? How about Astrid, who can't be earthquaked? It might not matter, though. There we go. No more earthquakes. Okay. Let's get this thing out of here. This is like just as annoying as the Shadow Mantine. But now it is a dead Mantine. Alright, that's 4 rounds down. I got 1 to go. We're almost there. What unbelievable power. Alright, TMO2. And another email. 2 is, does Dragonclaw? I did say before that I wanted Dragonclaw on Astrid, but I've been enjoying the, I don't know, for Chompy too, there's an idea, but I got Ice Beam to cover that. I've been a big fan of the whole paralysis thing with Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath is just not that strong, so I'd be swapping 60 for 80, but it has no secondary effect. Ugh. Yeah, 60 power for an incredible Blast of Breath. I think... like, if I want to guarantee a paralysis, I've got Bean for that. Astrid's just been, you know, similar to Cherry, just underwhelming on the special front, and so a little boost of power isn't gonna fix the problem, but it's certainly gonna help. Alright, I might regret this, but I'm going for it. She had her fun getting like 3 paralysis today. Yeah, real missed opportunity to go 1 exclamation point and then 2 and then 3, but whatever. There's a rumor that Deep King has entered in the knockout tourney at the Colosseum. I've got to enter and show up his highness. I shall. I'm looking at the Deep Colosseum. Alright, last one. But I can go outside and get some oxygen. Now we're at an hour and a half, so we're making good time. The last shadow Pokemon will be a quick one. And then that leaves me plenty of time to just work on some purification. I gotta remember to go check on my current hostage in the daycare. Nikita and shove it. Okay. Not very threatening, but this could be an elaborate ploy to get me to lower my guard. It's possible, though, that she just likes Pokemon that are small and cute. So do I. I'll return when I'm ready for this. You beating me is unthinkable, impossible, and downright unreal. I'd say again with the first evolutions, but Mischievous doesn't really have much of an option in this game. Alright, we're going to Flamethrower Kecleon, and we're going to Thunderbolt Mischievous. And in the event that Flamethrower doesn't kill it, then Rock Slide will, once color change kicks in. A Horsey, and now a Seadra. Is the next trainer gonna have a Kingdra? Alright, I wasn't expecting it to one-shot, but I was expecting it to do a little more than that. I now no longer think Rock Slide will finish it off. But I'm gonna try anyway. Though perhaps it was silly of me to assume I was gonna get the chance. Alright, well, against our new friend, the fire type, I have a Chompy. See, if I had hit with Rock Slide, I just would have been giving it stab ancient powers. I was almost played like a fiddle. What is he feeding this Kecleon? I don't normally use Kecleon. Is it just super bulky and I didn't know? I guess if Mystery Dungeon is anything to go by, it's the strongest Pokemon that ever lived. Also, why did it not take advantage of the stab flamethrowers it briefly had? Now, Larry was just the wrong Pokemon to use against it. I was just giving it free stabs on everything. Alright, that was something. Why, losing is illogical. It's incomprehensible. What have we here? You're quite the interesting battler to have come along. Alright, I can flamethrower a Mawile, assuming Relicanth allows Larry to live. I'm gonna go for it. I'm not terribly afraid of a Murkrow. And I'm not afraid of a Mawile either if it's dead. Alright, Larry getting some of his dignity back. Excellent. Bean with the crits. Alright, time for the moment of truth. I'm shocked that I lost. Alright, I better hydrate for this last battle. You're challenging me? You don't know what you're in for. Now the question is, does this guy get the proper Cypher admin team? Or is he gonna get the lame version? Hey, there's the Kingdra. Kingdra's cool and all, it's just a little scary to fight. Alright, well I think Larry needs to run for his life. I guess this is as good a time as any to test out that new Dragon Claw. If Bean doesn't get the job done. No, level 69 and 70. Suddenly, I feel the need to put up a light screen. Okay, he gets the Shorn version. That's lame. This guy was such a big deal, I got multiple emails about him. He couldn't even get a more impressive battle theme. Alright, we're going to Dragon Claw, and we're going to Thunderbolt. Between the two of them, surely something should hit it. Okay, nice. No paralysis possible, unfortunately. Alright, well played. I guess that's a perfectly sensible thing for it to have. Alright, then how about... I guess Chompy. I don't really... Both Jasper and Cherry aren't great options for Sableye. Yeah, that would hurt both of them, like, a lot. Okay, I suppose... I don't want to rain dance because I'll only be helping Kingdra, so I'll just surf by itself, and we will... Unless I want to... Ice Beam would be neutral, I could try it. Sure, I will, just in case Bean gets hurt in Confusion again. Or, you know, in case that happens. Yeah, that wouldn't have killed it anyway. Yeah, it's looking like Bean is the one who needs a full restore. Well, thankfully it was Bean's special offense that was lowered and not physical. Alright, Chompy, go ahead and surf, and... Just kidding, we are going to have Bean attack. Chompy's going to do the full restoring. Doesn't matter if it's Claire's Kingdra, or just anytime there's a Kingdra, it's just a problem. Alright, we're going to... I gotta start damaging Sableye. We're gonna go for the Surf. Well, if he's got a limited number of those, I'm glad he's using them now. I just need Bean to get her act together. Alright, I want both of them gone. I'm gonna go for the... I'll go for the light screen. I wonder if... I haven't really seen Kingdra, yeah. That's what I was kind of afraid of. Now the light screen's gone. Well, who needs light screen? Me. I need light screen. Yeah, Kingdra kills you, and then Sableye kills both of you. Alright, we just have to get Sableye out of there. I'll just have to heal my way through these Shadow Balls, and then once Sableye is gone, which should be happening soon, everything will be fine. I did buy revives. I'm glad I did. Oh, good job, Larry. Body slam. I just don't see that helping me in this situation. Oh, this might be Larry's time to shine right there. Okay. I'm gonna... I just think Jasper's gonna do more damage to Kingdra than Chompy is. I kinda want to just bite Shedinja and get it out of there, because I don't appreciate having I guess there's not a ton of offensive options for Bug in Gen 3, but still. It's probably got Shadow Ball. Yeah, I probably should have just used Protect this turn. That didn't occur to me. Okay. Larry's not gonna live long enough to be able to flamethrower Shedinja is the problem. Alright, I'm going to get rid of Shedinja, and Cherry's turn is going to be for... Alright, well... Yeah, I'll take this chance to revive now. Let's get Bean back out there. Alright. Once Kingdra's gone, then it'll be Larry time. I just need Kingdra to be gone. I don't know what I want to do. I guess I will surf. And I will high jump kick. Yeah, it's about what I expected. But I'll take anything I can get at this point. Alright, there was a little bit of a delay on that. I thought he missed. Okay. That thing is gone, thank God. I immediately feel better. Giraffe rig. Chompy can bite that, I guess. Ow. I'll just go ahead and have... I'll have Chompy Surf. I will detect... Because obviously his last Pokemon is that Shuckle, and I happen to... Oh, okay, there we go. It's level 45, I'm pretty sure. So I'm in more danger of accidentally killing it than, you know, than anything else. I'm gonna choose to believe she yelled that from the audience. Yeah, she didn't come in with us, but there's no reason to believe she's not hiding in the audience somewhere. Cherry, you can heal. Granted, I haven't seen what Giraffe can really do, but... I'd say the biggest threats are out of here, so I don't feel quite as much pressure to revive Bean. Or, to heal Bean. Bean's been revived. I think... Really, getting Bean out here would be for a Thunder Wave on Shuckle. Just for fun, I'm gonna do that. See what happens. This entire time... Now what's up, Choppy? This entire time I could have been, like, selling my Pokeballs to buy more Ultra Balls, but... I just think it'd be funny to catch something in a Pokeball. Like, I guess there was Skarmory, but... Why stop there? Alright, Shuckle is a Chonky Boy. It's its entire thing, so I could probably... Can't imagine that'll do much. Alright, we'll try Pokeball again. And then once I've had my fun, I'll switch to Bean for the Thunder Wave, and we'll make this happen. Yay! It's because Chompy was there, watching from the side of the screen. I see. You are skilled. Alright, well that was terrifying, but we did it. There's our second to last Shadow Pokemon. I've been healed. I don't know why I ran straight to the healing machine. Alright, there we go. One more. I know where it is, but there's gonna be an email, I'm sure, before I can actually go there. There we go. Welcome to Phoenix City. I was so worried about you. What's with you from Dash the Athlete? I'm Dash from Fennec. I'm just an ordinary citizen who happens to run around the town's fountain. So what gives you the right to have your Pokemon attack me? You don't deserve any respect as a trainer. Shame on you. And along with her, he was one of the guys who was so very kind to us at the beginning of the game. Yes, it was me who sent you that email. Why did you attack me? Are you doing this elsewhere too? I don't recall giving you my email address, first of all. I won't believe anything you have to say. I got nothing to say to you. I kind of wanted to see what he said if I had said yes, but oh well. And then, yeah, you don't say anything new about it. It seems I am being framed. Next maybe the mayor did something about them. Yeah, nobody but him is commenting on it, I guess. Yes, sir, this shop's the best. Friendly service and a great selection. Oh, wait a second, I met you before, haven't I? Alright, well. You know, maybe I should train at Mount Battle so I can join the fight against the criminal syndicate. Sheesh, so now the news is about dangerous Pokemon and a syndicate that wants to take over the world? It all sounds scary. I thought stuff like that happened only in movies or on TV. It's time for the news. Still no? Alright. Maybe I have to keep running around and get more emails from people I've allegedly assaulted. Yeah, I guess I can just kind of run around for a bit. Alright, now who did I kill? List completed. Hi, it's Ned. I analyzed the Shadow Pokemon list some more and discovered the very last one. The last Shadow Pokemon was Togetic. That completes the analysis of the data ROM you provided. Alright, well, while I'm here, let's check on my hostage. I did just get a whole bunch of money, so I should be able to pay the ransom. $7,000 dues. That doesn't sound like much progress has been made, but we'll see. Alright, give me that cow. How are we looking? Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, then I will give you another hostage. In fact, if we're going to the Relic Forest anyway, I used my other two Time Flutes on Entei and Suicune, so why not keep the tradition going? And then we will give you someone I don't feel like using myself. How about Shuckle? I don't hate Shuckle or anything, but I just don't really look forward to the prospect of actually using one. I'm not gonna be able to get all the fancy moves it's supposed to have. Alright. To the Relic Forest. While I keep getting more emails. Who is this? It's bit in the under. Wes, I caught you on film in an unbelievable scene that's terrible and shocking. What's your problem? Why are you attacking people with a Shadow Togetic? We have evidence of my crimes. But we're gonna ignore that for now. And today's berry is a citrus berry. Okay. Yeah, when it's time to go get that Shadow Togetic, I don't remember what level it is. I want to say it's kind of a low level as well. Kind of like Shuckle was compared to the rest of the team, but who knows. That's the Time Flute. Katswell will be only once. I'd be careful using the Time Flute if I were you. Alright. Miltank. And Milk Drink. Appropriate. And no, I would not like to give it a name. Alright, and my last Time Flute. And here we go. Hello for the last time, Celebi. And Rain Dance. Neat. No nickname. Alright, let's go put the team back together and we can continue being told about what an awful person I am. Alright, I'm here to turn myself in. I was shocked when I heard the word on the street, but Wes, I know it wasn't you. I believe in you. Alright, anything else? Wes, you've done it. I've done what? Sicked my Togetic on innocent bystanders? Alright, well, I can continue running around, I guess. I'll just try going everywhere I haven't gone yet. There we go. There it is. Watch TV. It's me, Net. Please watch TV now. Alright, well, there's not really a TV around here for me to watch. And then you're still mad at me, presumably. Nothing to say to me. There have been reports of another Pokemon attack on people. Here is shocking footage of the harrowing attack sent by one of our viewers. This footage was sent in by a brat in the Under who declined to reveal his identity. Alright, well... I guess those cameras have the same technology as Rui's eyes. They can see shadow Pokemon. Alright, one more. Live TV news? Please watch. I was just on the TV. Okay. Well, I am conveniently near one. This is the shocking footage of Pokemon attack on people. Viewer discretion is advised. We bring you this story from the Outskirt Stand. This is an exclusive scoop with a video feed. You guys are pretty calm about the situation. The perpetrator's right in front of you. Alright. This is rookie reporter Anka live at the scene. A shocking new development has emerged. Just when the battle ended, another shady man appeared, and he looks exactly the same as the other man. What's going to happen here? I, Anka, will remain on the scene to bring you this breaking story. It's probably Anka, like anchor. So, oh my gosh, will I bring you this report solo? The sinister man is approaching me! Oh hey, it's you. You creamy again, it seems. Wait a stinking second. Why are there two of you? The resemblance is uncanny, hey? You and me, you are me and I am you, and we are all together here. I can see that you don't understand, but there is one thing certain. You're going to battle me. Shady Guy Wes. Houndoom level 68. And Togetic, yeah, level 20. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and not attack it. I'm sure a Thunder Wave is perfectly acceptable, though. Yeah, I saw it on the TV. I don't need you anymore, Rui. All I have to do is find a film crew to follow me around, and they can point out the shadow Pokemon to me. Alright, fine. I'll just paralyze you instead. No, no, look out. The level 20 Pokemon is using Shadow Rush on me. Alright, Bean can light screen, and then once Manectric is out of here, then we can go back to Thunder Waving. Okie doke. Bean just cannot catch a break today with the confusion. Alright, I'll try the Thunder Wave one more time. But it's level 20. I could probably just start chucking Pokeballs at it. Alright, screw Thunder Wave. Bean doesn't have her head in the game today, it seems. There. The final Shadow Pokemon. And another Gyarados. Alright, well, now would be a good time for Bean's Head to return to the game. Been seeing a lot of Armeldo lately, too. There are some clear, popular choices here. Well, the good news is Togetic was never in any danger from that. Alright, let's go ahead and... not be earthquaked anymore. Alright, finally. Thank you, Bean. Alright, you love earthquakes so much? Here. Not so fun, is it? Alright, well, I suspect Light Screen wasn't going to help me here anyway. Reflect might, but I don't think it'll be alive long enough to matter. It would take me to do it. Good going. My name is Fine, or Fane. I am the master of disguise. How do you like the job I did? Your reputation is totally trashed. Mwahahaha. Gotta hand it to you, guy. It's tough to beat the real thing. Oh my gosh, the perpetrator of the attacks wasn't this trainer, but an imposter. This is a major scoop. It's a huge break in the story. Alright, let's go see if a certain somebody has an apology for me. You never had new dialogue in the first place, so I can't imagine you do now. Alright, what about you? I saw you on TV. I owe you an apology. I'm sorry that I blamed you for that Pokemon trouble. To show you that my apology is sincere, I'll run around the fountain until you tell me to stop. Alright, have fun. Alright, that's every Shadow Pokemon. So now, all that's left for me to do is purify them all. Which means we're gonna go to Mount Battle and get cozy. So for the next 40 minutes, or I could even go a little bit longer tonight. I do have work tomorrow, but my shift starts at a later time than usual, so it's not like I'm in a hurry to wrap up, and not that I'd be going to bed right now anyway, but I'd certainly be winding down for the day. Okay, let's see here. We'll just get going. Alright, you made some good progress on Bayleaf here. I figure next stream I'll just start with the same team I have, minus the ones I need to purify like Fortress. And I'll just start from the bottom, map battle all over again. And it's just going to be... I'll be like Shadow Pokemon Sisyphus. Going up the hill. Alright, there we go. 3 entire Pokemon should give you an idea of the kind of pace we're working with here. It's going to be a little bit before we are officially done with this game. But it will happen. And when it does, we're going to be back to drawing streams, as I've said. And as I've also said, I have an idea of what game I want to play next. It's just going to be a matter of drawing the layout for it. Alright, let's grab... First and foremost, we can't allow this. No gaps. There we go. Apom. And Yanma. Alright, these 3 brave warriors. Have earned their purification on this day. After overcoming trials and tribulations aplenty. There we go. We've done it. 3 Pokemon. Was hoping there'd be more, but that's alright. So, next time. I mean, it's just gonna be more of this. It's gonna be more Shadow Pokemon, and that's what it's going to be until I'm done with all of them. I can just stream for a little bit longer, like a 4 or 5 hour stream, in the hopes of having something to show for it. But yeah, that's kind of all. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.